Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. It is Sunday, June 11th. This reading is going to be a viewer request. They asked if I would throw cards on Don Lemon and if he would be returning to CNN. I'm assuming this is because that Don Lemon and Chris Licht, the CEO that was just let go, did not see eye to eye on things, and Don Lemon was suddenly let go from CNN after like 17 years and commented on social media posts that management didn't even have the decency to tell him to his face in person. I think they fired him through his manager. Now, Don Lemon's career at CNN is highlighted with, of course, there's some lowlights in there. He seemed to have problems with female coworkers. He was breaking a policy that was frowned on. He was 41, dating a 22-year-old fresh from college employee there. And CNN frowns on dating within there. Not to mention when you're twice the age of the person you're dating. And that also one senior executive commented that as soon as you'd make a new rule, Don would immediately start bending it. That kind of speaks volumes to me, because that's kind of the same thing Trump did with the secret documents when he was showing those to the member of the PAC or the film crew that was doing, or the audio crew that was doing the thing for Mark Meadows' book that was caught on tape. It was just a way to show how the rules don't apply to him because he's so much better. Or even that Prince song, "Make all the rules, then break it because you are the best." It's that kind of mindset. It's a very narcissistic, self-important mindset. So, I'm not saying Don Lemon is a perfect human being, because it appears that he is. It appears he's got lots of things he needs to work through. But the question is, will he go back to CNN? So let's throw some cards and find out together, shall we? Let me pause this for a second. Get my ring light on in the background there so I don't have quite so many shadows on my face. Okay, Don Lemon, what's your current situation? How are you feeling about your current state of employment, crossed with the news that Chris Licht from CNN is no longer there? Is that how's that working for you? Let's come on down. Let's throw the spread and we'll pull it back up again. All right, so we've got the Three of Wands. Well, there's planning on changes. Is this Chris Licht leaving, or is this Don Lemon coming in? Crossed by the Queen of Cups. Okay, interesting. In the past, we have the Hierophant. Present, we have the Nine of Cups. Current overarching energy is the Four of Pentacles. Lesson to be learned is the Five of Wands. Outcome is the Hanged Man. And the underarching energy is the Two of Swords. Okay, bringing it back up. All right, so there are plans. There are plans for his next step. So does this mean he's going back to CNN? There's a pretty reasonable chance about that. He's certainly gonna, even if he doesn't, he's gonna leverage it. Why? What do we have? We have the Queen of Cups. This is keeping a lid on your emotions. So he got let go. He did put out a cryptic text saying that, there's maybe, bigger things going on with this. So I think he kind of kept his mouth shut, and CNN hasn't openly came out and said anything about this. So this is kind of, if Don Lemon has desires to go back to CNN, he's kind of keeping it on the down low. If CNN wants him back, they're going to keep it on the down low, but they will probably reach out through channels to gauge his interest. Basically, they'll go through his manager. Underneath it all is the Two of Swords. There's decisions that need to be made on both fronts. CNN needs to decide, do they want him back? Will he provide the ratings boost that they want or that they need to help their network along? Or did they, wash their hands of this guy? Now that he's out, it's easier to keep him out than bring him back in and get him out again. And how does that play with their push to the right? For Don Lemon, it's like, okay, I'm out. What are all the opportunities that are before me that I want to pursue? Is it worth going back to CNN? So, it's just going to be a poker game here at this point. what do we have in the past? We have the Hierophant. This is the CNN management. This is Chris Licht and his boss from Time Warner, whose name I'm now forgetting, David Zaslav, I believe. No, it was their decision to move on from him. They wanted to go to the right. They found a convenient way to get rid of him, so they got rid of him. But that's in the past because that management has now changed. Current situation, we've got the Nine of Cups. I think this is actually Don Lemon at this point. He's sitting in the catbird seat, as it were. It's like, he's sitting there, and if CNN comes back to him with an offer, you're going to have to make it worth Don Lemon's, you have to make it worth it for me, He's sitting in a pretty good spot here. That's who I think is. I don't think this is CNN. I think this is Don Lemon. The overarching energy is the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so what this is that CNN, they let him go, and they're trying to retain, God, this has come up, I think, for CNN before. They're trying to retain their viewers while reaching out to new viewers. But the problem with Four of Pentacles is that's constriction. It's not letting go of things and opening up. It's constriction. They wanted to hold on to who they had while bringing in disgruntled Fox viewers into their network. It's not working really well. And now they're wondering, do we bring Don Lemon back in order to help secure previous viewers that we've had here, or bring some back that may be left after we let go of Don Lemon? So that's why I think this is the Don Lemon card, because he's holding all the cards right now. Lesson to be learned is the turmoil. Right now, CNN is probably a mess, especially in their upper management. They just let the CEO go. They are ruling by committee, or governing by committee over there. They're trying to find a new CEO. And all the while, they're trying to compete for ratings, and they're getting beat up. Their plan isn't working. So there's just a lot of turmoil, a lot of arguing back and forth. Do they bring Don Lemon back? Do they not bring him back? It's very much, there's a lot of energy, probably really passionate energy about this decision. And CNN is, again, at a crossroads underneath it all as to what they're going to do. So what are they going to do? They're going to try and look at things from a new perspective. They're going to try and look at things differently. And I think that bodes well for them making an offer to Don Lemon. Because it's not thinking differently like we need to go back. I think this is thinking differently that we didn't need this guy as we move forward. And maybe really what it was is, maybe that was the other guy's, that was the other guy's decision. They're going to blame Don Lemon's firing on Chris Licht. This is Chris Licht. He's going to be the willing sacrifice. Yep. We liked you. We wanted to keep you, but, Chris Licht, sometimes, he just wanted you gone. So we just did what he did, but now he's gone. And yeah. My money is on Don Lemon coming back. Let me ask. Let me put the cards back in the deck here. Actually, some people always ask if they can see that. So here's my deck. This is not great TV here, folks, but it's more just to show that when I put these cards in, I do put them in different parts of the deck. You grab that bottom card and bury it somewhere, and then back to shuffling. Okay, hard to shuffle. So, is Don Lemon going to, if he's made the offer, really go back to CNN? I mean, he could be exploring offers from other things. Elon Musk apparently wants Don Lemon and Rachel Maddow to go on Twitter to provide a counterbalance to Tucker Carlson. I don't know why Rachel Maddow would do that. Don Lemon might do it just to stick it to CNN. I don't think Rachel Maddow really feels like she needs to stick it to MSNBC, or that somehow she would be even more popular on Twitter. And given Elon's history, his recent history with Twitter, and that, I don't know if that's a good call there. But okay, so is if CNN offers Don Lemon the position back, will he take it? With the understanding that the position would probably be under terms favorable to Don Lemon. I'm not going to assume that CNN's going to offer the job to Don Lemon under their terms, because he's going to tell them, I believe he'll tell them where they can go and how quickly they can get there. Will he take the job back? Well, there's the Hanged Man again. Wait and see. This is upside down. Okay. Got the Devil card. Six of Pentacles. The World. And there's that Planning card again. Okay. Interesting how this correlated. Here was the Outcome card. Yeah! Pardon me. Here was the Outcome card from the last reading, the Hanged Man. As I get it the proper way here. This is them blaming Chris Licht on it and, taking a look at it. And now he's looking at CNN. Don Lemon's looking at CNN through a different lens before. And underneath it, we have the Three of Wands. Because, he's got plans. And I think these are kind of long-term plans. What's going to be my long-term goal? Central underneath all this is the Six of Coins. Now, I don't think of this as Don Lemon being charitable to CNN. I think this is Don Lemon getting paid and making sure that he is protected, that the balances in there are telling me that maybe he feels that it was a little bit of an injustice what they did to him, and he wants contingencies in his contract, if he's going to sign on here, that's going to protect him on this. It's kind of almost like a no trade clause. This is the interesting card. So we've got the Devil card underneath. Is this CNN chaining themselves back to this guy? He had some very destructive behaviors, toxic personality at work, and CNN knows about it. It's documented on their end. That's assuming that they weren't blowing things out of proportion as a justification to get rid of Don Lemon. But if this is Don Lemon's more destructive personality traits, this is CNN knowing that what they're signing up for with this guy. This could also be Don Lemon. If you sign up with Elon, it's kind of that same thing that's going on here. But I think this is CNN kind of knowing what they're getting into. But at the same time, it's a completion of a cycle. It's the end of a cycle. It's a destined path. I think, though, they feel like CNN probably thinks like their fates or fortunes are intertwined with Don Lemon. CNN's also a global company, so this could also be reflecting that. But I think that in the end, they're going to make him an offer, and he is going to strongly consider that offer. If he turns down the offer from CNN, it's because he's got something else he wants to do. It's not just like, he wants to stay retired because he suddenly realized that being retired is super duper awesome. I'm sure it is. I'm looking forward to it myself. But that he's got bigger plans. If he turns out CNN, it's because he has bigger plans. He'll probably go join Elon Musk on Twitter. If he thinks that this is a really strong offer, he'll go back to CNN with contingencies, and then CNN's just going to have to deal with them from that point on. Okay. My thoughts, he'll probably go back to CNN. That's where I'm leaning right now. If he doesn't, keep an eye open. I would say probably within 6 months to a year, we'll find out what he's going to do, and then maybe you'll understand why he didn't go back to CNN. Okay, so that's my reading on Don Lemon. Hope you are having a great weekend. Thank you for all your support you've given my channel. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to doing the next video. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.